So we've known each other probably 25 years or so. We both played professional table tennis. Well, actually before we officially met, I was one of the top players in table tennis in the country, randomly playing a tournament, encountered this pretty cute 12-year-old girl, didn't really think much about her. I was probably one of the top seeds in the tournament. And so, but you gotta realize I was 17, I was a punk, I had long hair, bandana. It was the days where it was cool to wear boxers underneath your shorts and have them showing, so pretty ridiculous.
Not
look.
the picture of a professional athlete that you would think of.
No, it's like the Andre Agassi days. So anyways, I'm probably the top seed in this tournament in one of the first rounds. And it's an open single, so men and women were playing. So I was playing against a 12-year-old girl, didn't really think much about it, right? And I'm beating her pretty easily, but every single point she's complaining like crazy, just cannot believe that she's losing to me, just throwing her hands in the air and just like in disgust that she's losing to me. And I'm sitting here thinking, don't you know who I am? I mean, you have no chance against me. So I just thought it was really cute how competitive she was. And
I fully intended to win.
yeah, she believed that she could win, but she didn't. But afterwards I came up and talked to her coach, or her dad at that time. I was like, wow, your daughter's very, very competitive and really, really cute. Determined to beat me. So it was a lot of fun, and I remember that experience. It stuck within my head for a while. And then years later, I remember I was living in Europe playing professionally, and I needed a change of scenery, so I moved back to the States, and that's when I really became close with her father, who completely transformed my career. But as I was moving back...
This was at the Olympic Training Center, by the way, so it was a very serious training facility, and Eric was the best player there.
Yeah, I was living in Sweden at the time, and I needed a change of environment, like I said, and the National Training Center was in Michigan. So I called the US Table Tennis Association, said I would love to come and work with this coach, heard great things about him, moved back, and I remember anytime there was a training camp or everything, there was someone that would organize the players' travel and all of the details, and it was like a very strict taskmaster that I was dealing with, and I was like, who is this lady that's like roping everyone in? I remember getting there, and it was like this 15-year-old girl that I remember from years ago that I played, and so we became friends, and we joked that my father was the inventor of this therapy, and so we've been around it for many, many years. And he always had a lot of trouble with the management side of things, the marketing side of things, really innovative technique. So we would joke that I needed someone strong to run the business. So once I retired from table tennis, I knew I would go into the therapy business, but I didn't know anything about business. So as complete teenagers and as a total joke, I said, when I retire from table tennis, I'll go into the therapy side of things and I want you to run the business side of things. It's exactly what happened 25 years later.
And it's interesting because we have different interests. I'm very much committed to running a great operation and being successful on the business side, and Eric is so committed to the science and the educating people on health that things just work really well together now. So it's not only have we known each other for so long and we kind of know what we think and what our strengths and weaknesses are, but we complement each other to actually be successful.
Yeah, and coming from a background of being athletes, we've been exposed to the best in the world in table tennis, and so we know what it takes to become the best and be the best. And so taking completely different perspectives and putting them together to create a world-class company is really what we're all about.
Yeah, I'll just add to that, athletes have a different perspective on things. We just know the things that are needed to become among the best in the world for sports. So we just took that mentality into our company. And we always say that table tennis has been the source of our success in so many ways. It's the reason that we have created partnerships, it's how we run the company, and it's also how we met. So we're grateful for that. That's why we still play a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, when you know someone for 25 years, you know them really, really well. So like Mimi said, we each have our own individual strengths and we each have our own individual weaknesses. And I believe that we truly fill in the gaps to create something special, because there are many, many things that I cannot do that she's extremely strong at. So I think filling those gaps creates something truly great. And it's been a pleasure knowing her for so many years, but a pleasure for the next 25 years to build something really great.
And the last pleasure is actually seeing how each of us has evolved over the years, right? Because he is no longer the 17-year-old with the bandana.
Yeah, no boxers.
No boxers anymore. So. And I've toned it down a little bit, so.
She's still as competitive as ever. Don't let her fool you.